The race has more or less just set off from Bilbao. 176 riders, 22 teams, but only one rider can have that very prestigious yellow jersey. We are expecting a third act in the epic battle between Jonas Vingegaard, who won his first Tour de France last year, and the Slovenian Tadej Pogacar, who is hoping for a third Tour de France title himself. Jonas Vingegaard comes into this race off the back of some very good form. He dominated in the traditional warm-up race in France, the Critérium de Dauphiné, absolutely dominating in that race there. He is, of course, also backed by that formidable Jumbo-Visma team, which is powered by the Belgian superstar Wout van Aert, though Wout van Aert is expecting a child at some point, a second child at some point during this race. He said he would not miss the birth of his second child, so some uncertainty whether he will be completing this Tour de France. And as for the Slovenian Tadej Pogacar, well, he was also on formidable form before breaking his wrist a few months ago in the Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Formidable form for him before breaking his wrist. He said it was some much-needed rest time ahead of this, obviously cycling's biggest and hardest race, though there is some debate whether he really has the legs ready for such a grueling race, though he was last weekend rather impressive in two national championships back in his home Slovenia.
Selina, behind you we can see some of the hills in the Basque Country. Tell us a little bit more about this stage one.
So, well, we've actually stopped off on the route here. We're about 45 kilometres into what, it has to be said, is a very grueling and difficult first stage for as first stages go on the Tour. It's a very hilly stage with 5 category climbs, lots of descents, lots of ascents. So a very tough first route, has to be said, 182 kilometres skirting around the region, around Bilbao. So it's a stage we would expect would favour more the punchers. Those are riders that like the sharp, short ascents, the sharp, short climbs, and the descent. So we're probably expecting the likes of Van Aert, maybe looking for a stage win, Mathieu van der Poel, maybe Julien Alaphilippe for France, or maybe even Tadej Pogacar, who will be looking to put in a dominant first performance on stage one here.